Hello, vicarious mercenaries, proxy ninjas, and of course our EMP shock troops at home and abroad. Welcome and welcome back to the Rec Room, and especially welcome to Chairman, who has yet again completed another Mercenaries 2 watch. So thank you, friend. I mean, I know you love the game. You are certainly passionate about that, and I wish I had my focus limited to just one thing or maybe a handful. But unfortunately, there's too many things that I like. So, hope everybody's doing well out there. It is a Metal Monday where we engage in the virtual destruction to offset the usual insanity that is Monday. And if you're new to the Rec Room, this is the coolest corner of the internet where you get the rundown on what's going on here with Enforcer Media Productions, whether that be project updates or creative insights, and you get the rundown on what makes the breakdown on what makes our franchises tick in the form of the long-running video game deep dives and, of course, related commentary. So thank you for joining us. I know you have a lot to pick from. We're currently coming at you from Odysee, Twitch, and YouTube, so feel free to lurk, chat, or comment at your leisure. And the reason we're doing this is because we're building our own franchise here. First entry there on the screen at the moment, Ascendant Chaos. That is part 1 in the Firewall Protocol saga, available over on Amazon in Kindle, paperback, and Kindle Unlimited. So head on over, check that out, because if you like what we're doing with all this, if you like mechs, if you like sci-fi, if you like martial arts, if you like action, and if you like dry humor, yeah, there's some of that too. All kinds of cool stuff if you relate to any of the pop culture over the last 30 years. So that has been a lifelong project, and we're just doing this for something fun along with promoting that, and that's all you get for ads around here. No stopping you for 5 minutes at a time for some stupid Snickers ad. Yeah, we got some cool stuff going on here. So, and Chairman said can't stay long. Doing a drive-by on us. Well, drive-bys are. Oh well, hey, even if you meant drop-by, drive-by is still pretty funny. You can do it. You can do a drive-by on our stream anytime. um, so yeah, we got some things going on tonight. What is I guess first things first, talking about the numbers. Thank you for the 2 new follows over on Odysee. And man, Odysee team crushing it. I mean, I think we've got upwards of 150 views on some of our latest videos, and actually, as of this weekend, I got us mostly caught up. So actually, I'll try to keep things down to a 1 or 2 day delay on the upload there. It's just been advantageous to get us in the featured when I think about it. And I was getting behind there, but hopefully that lag will get diminished. I mean, and there's not really any strategy to it. If you want to catch the latest, you can catch the latest replay. You can always catch it on Twitch for the week after, or YouTube indefinitely. But of course, Twitch and Odysee have the better quality by a bit because YouTube downgrades for no good reason. But I digress. So, yeah, we're getting caught up there. Thank you for everybody who's been participating, hanging out. Can't believe, yeah, we're still coming up on 3.5 years. So we're still running with it. We're not planning on stopping anytime soon, barring any other situation that hinders us from doing so. Let's talk about projects. So, it's been some real world maintenance stuff going on this week. I'm trying to get some things restructured, and I have been doing a little bit on a new project now that the studio's reorganized. So I'm going to do some other pop culture kind of inspired videos. I would really love to at least share, some higher quality visuals of figures and stuff that are floating around here, because, I mean, it doesn't do any good if anybody can't see them. So I made a little progress on that, but progress is behind on writing, and I'm thinking about show schedule here, so I need to get going on the show schedule for September. But September 5th, likely the next one, got to confirm that. Likely Marysville, Michigan. It's near Port Huron. So, like I said, I gotta confirm though. So I'll stay tuned on the Linktree, which is usually in most of our descriptions. That is the best place to stay up to date if I'm not online. Of course, online is usually the best. You can always ask questions, but if I'm not, that's the next best place. So let's see what's going on here. So on the project spectrum, prints are delayed, ratings delayed. Patreon. I might try to get my first test video up on Patreon soon. You can always join Patreon for free, or if you want to get a couple extra insider tidbits on occasion on a monthly basis, that's a couple bucks a month. If you incline, it's greatly appreciated. Just because it's a long haul to going from zero to trying to build a studio to do animation based on content that's not yet finished, and doing the content ahead of that, and it's like juggling chainsaws. So that's where we're currently at on the Enforcer Media spectrum. And then talking about pop culture, I guess I can go on a rant for a little bit, or a couple fun things. One of which, I guess one of these kind of go hand in hand. So I'll cover the legacy element of this first. So I got to go hang out over at the Elite Hacks establishment over the weekend, and that is codename for my friend's place, who and actually Elite Hacks has been on our guest stream a couple times for Cooperative Laboratory, and he was in the effort to reclaim a couple classic consoles, working on teaching the next generation about how cool stuff was a couple generations ago, especially in gaming. And we were working on configuring some old stuff, and it was actually pretty fun to do that. Got to go back and look at, a couple things like Rainbow Six Vegas 2. I think we played Halo 3 for a few minutes. And, it's just, on one hand, there's a little, complication of just some of the technical hurdles to getting things set up on the right network and all that. And one thing I didn't even remember, that Halo 3 would not let you play the co-op without a hard drive on the system, and especially they started making modern systems without hard drives. So it was absolutely ridiculous how that worked. Excuse me, it would not let you play co-op and split screen without that, or one or the other. So it's just weird that the feature was in the game, but the console was limited without letting you do that. And now, granted, originally the 360 had removable hard drives, so you could function with no hard drive, but it wouldn't even work with like a memory stick or a formatted USB drive, which was really, really weird how some of the technologies changed. The other thing is, going back in time, I forgot that Rainbow Six Vegas 2 had a vertical split screen. I only remember one other title doing that. Like, I think Halo 2 and Halo 3 may have had the option. But it's been interesting to watch how that kind of came and went. Because, I think vertical split screen, or I'm sorry, horizontal split screen has always been kind of the preferred, because you need your peripheral vision for a lot of that stuff. And one thing I did not realize, I know that that Microsoft closed, at least the language was, that they closed the Xbox 360 store. And I thought it was 2019. So, of course, in my effort to do what I refer to as doom boxing my Xbox 360s, I made sure everything had all title updates. I made sure that I had copies of DLC that I had purchased on every console imaginable, so that way I could use it in a LAN environment. And come to find out, so it looks like that some of that stuff is still available in terms of, if you've purchased it, you can still do your license transfer. It looks like you can still re-download it. And I'm kind of shocked. I thought they would have pulled the plug on all that. So I guess Microsoft did something right for a change, despite having, use the expression, screwed the pooch on everything else they've done, over the last couple decades, because I have not purchased anything Microsoft related. Since about, 2014? So gone on over a decade since there's been anything seemingly relevant on the Microsoft side. And that leads me into the other half of the discussion, is that there is now a boycott that people are pushing for PlayStation and Sony. And I'm really conflicted on this, because I wholeheartedly approve, if that a company does not resonate with your values, don't support them. That's one of the greatest ways to get them to figure out that, like, hey, we don't do that. Now, when it's only one or two people, it seems futile that it's not going to make a difference. But when you get large enough numbers, then companies start to say, ooh, we're being impacted monetarily. Perhaps we should rethink this. And what do most of the companies do when this happens? Well, they soft pedal it. They say, okay, we get it, guys. We're going to backpedal. Now, does that mean that they've changed their values? No, it does not. Usually what happens is they will retract. They will play this kind of chameleon thing where they say, okay, well, we heard you. We're going to change this. We're going to fix this. But by the next time the iteration comes around, they've completely switched it all over again. So what kind of stuff am I talking about here? Well, I will go back in time to I guess there's probably about two or three things that are the greatest offenders. For me, the biggest one was the removal of System Link from virtually every multiplayer game imaginable, starting with the 360 era. So to me, the Xbox was the greatest console to start, because Halo allowed you to get multiple consoles together, have a bunch of people over, and just have a fun time without needing any kind of online service, because there wasn't, even when Halo released. Then, of course, along comes Xbox Live, and then they gave people options. I don't have a problem with options. You want to play online? Cool. You want to play System Link? Cool. You want to play couch co-op? Cool. That's fine. You can play by yourself. All of those are great options, but what happened was eventually they said, this online ecosystem's pretty great. We can charge people a lot more money for it. We can set up servers so we can control how and when people play. And you know what, guys? You don't need that System Link. You don't need local area network support anymore. We can tell that you're not using it, which it may have been a minority of people, even if, but again, how can they track that if that is something offline? The problem is, what happened? The consumer base says, well, that's not a feature we need. We'll live without it. And so it's gone away. it's not a thing anymore, and I understand that. That's just part of reality. Not going to sit here and cry my oats over that. It's done. It's gone. But there's been other offenders too, like DLC. Hey, we're gonna put DLC on the disc, and we're gonna make sure that you can't use it until you pay an unlock code. Well, to me, that's a lesser thing, but and I'm not going to spend too much time on the failures of the gaming industry. But it still leads to what is going on now, where Sony is saying we're going to remove all physical media. Well, to me, it's kind of like, where were you over the last 20 years, people? I mean, because I've tried to convince friends and, through online discussions and, of like the whole thing of them removing, System Link and various other features and making them online only. And nobody batted an eye when it disappeared then. So I'm kind of like, I'm going to stick to classic stuff. I'm going to stick to single player stuff. I haven't even engaged in any kind of online experience probably since Heroes of the Storm on PC in 2016. And that was only because I have a soft spot in my heart for StarCraft, and it had, some fun stuff in there. But beyond that, it's like, as long as somebody's going to say, I have to play it under their circumstances with friends, I'm not going to engage in it. So I'm practicing my conviction of saying, if you're not going to make it social available offline, I'm just not interested. I don't have time for that. I'm going to focus on at least where the single player experience is good, or maybe something else is better, versus fighting games, anything like that. But if they brought back something that allowed for the social experience for a system link or a local area network, I would do my best to support it if it's in the genre of games that I find interesting. So here we go, that people are going to say, oh, well, they're getting rid of physical media, we are going to boycott. And I hear that people are like not turning their console on for a week, or they're not going to buy certain games. So there are certain elements that can have an impact, and I'm not going to deter people from doing that kind of practice of, living their convictions. I think that's important. But how is that going to help, though, if you say, I'm not going to use the product anymore, when people have kind of already missed the boat on when to have that impact? Because now you're saying, well, now you can't use your product. What is your alternative? Now, granted, gaming is a luxury. So therefore, if you're spending less time playing video games, that's not a bad thing. Hopefully you're doing something more productive, working out, spend time with family, spend time outside. Those are all good things. So if you're not going to game, that's one thing, but I don't understand how that's going to help the situation, especially when things have become digital. To say I'm never going to buy anything that's not physical means you may have missed out on opportunities on certain titles. I mean, I look at some of the indie titles that we've played. I'm a little disappointed that there's no physical media for them. Let's talk about Invisible Ink. In some cases, Shogun Showdown. Because I think I was only able to. I still haven't tracked one down yet, but I think it's only available physical on PlayStation 5. There's titles that are coming out now which I think are still capable of being played on the PlayStation 4. And yet, I mean, not only that, there's no physical version. They're not available on PS4, and there's not even going to be a physical on the PS5. And on top of that, the day one patches. I mean, people have been tired of day one patches, but they haven't stopped the protest because of a day one patch. So therefore, if you didn't stop the protest the day one patch, what does it matter if you stop the protest the physical media? I mean, I definitely support more of the movie camp. I mean, if you're dealing with something like that, which is not something that's designed to flux on a regular basis, then yeah, by all means, make sure that the physical media doesn't disappear. But I don't know what to say, because like, here we are, even though I support physical media, I would rather have physical media. I've got a shelf behind me of as many physical games that I've collected over the years to say, hey, I want to preserve these franchises. But to say, well, I'm not going to buy a digital game, or I'm not going to play games at all, or I'm not going to stream at all just because of a boycott, seems a bit odd. So it's kind of got some catch-22 elements to it, but it is unfortunately some of the problems that in the video game industry that have heavily been exacerbated by people just kind of ignoring the warning signs along the way. So I would like to see, again, this would be a pipe dream here, to see something like PC or some other more open platform suddenly say, hey, indie developers, we're going to make something that represented that in the past without it being a AAA title. If you got an indie studio to say, hey, we recognize that this feature or this element of this game was amazing and nobody wants to do it anymore, and they make it, and it doesn't even have, like I said, doesn't have to be AAA. You don't have to have the best graphics to make it awesome. You just have to have the quality and spirit of what you're trying to create behind it. So I don't want to, go through all this on a negative note. I mean, there is always hope and opportunity, and I'm always going to, again, continue to express that we need more creatives, we need more developers, and we need a lot less AI. I am still on the anti-AI bandwagon, because it's not helping matters. And then you're seeing some of these AAA studios suffer or take the marketing on the nose because they're saying, let's just use AI for that. And it ends up creating a terrible product, or it just looks stupid and people don't want to play it. Now, unfortunately, there's too many of the masses. They're going to bow anyway. But I think you get the numbers in a large enough category and say, no, we're not going to support that. It'll happen. But I guess I'm just not sure where the I'm not going to play games method for the current one of the PlayStation boycott is going to go. So I think it just needs to be more refined. Maybe that'd be a better way to approach it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. Maybe one of these days Sony will get their head out of their rear. Because your options aren't that much better. I left Xbox because of stupid stuff they were doing, and I went over to Sony PlayStation because at the time it was the better choice. Even Nintendo is guilty of putting digital codes into a physical game package and say, hey, go download it. I mean, that's even happened for DLC and add-on content. Hey, here's the complete edition. So you get the first base edition of the game, and you still get a download code for everything else. It's been a terrible practice that's happened, and people have, I'm not going to, say there haven't been people that pushing back, but it has not been enough for it to really make a huge difference. So, MechWarrior, in one hand, it's kind of like, well, I mean, you can still get a physical edition, but of course, the studio's not going to do a physical edition every time there's a DLC package, but it would sure be nice that at some point, once a game is complete with all of its add-on, make a legacy, make a collection edition. But again, the economics is like, oh, well, we can't keep collecting money indefinitely if we do it that way. That's a strange world of the first world problems in such departments, but I've said my piece. So let's get moving here. And I know we're getting ready to take a break on this. We are on episode 48 of Season 2. And look at that. We have put 85 hours into this. And that's time to kind of get a wrap, put a bow on it. So we've got the remaining quests. We already ran 5 parts of the same mission, and they've still got a 6th part. So that's why I called it quest leftovers. I don't know how many are left, so we're going to try to take care of that, which I think has been helping House Merrick, and we still have another one to help House Karita after that. So it remains to be seen how many episodes we got left. Man, it would be cool to end it at a nice even 50, but I don't know if that's the case. So we're going to ride this out. It's kind of ride or die. Except we're in a mech, so it's more like walk or die. Stomp or die. Yeah, stomp or die might be a little more effective, so... All right, here we go. $300 bajillion years in space. I don't know if we got left with needing a lot of repairs or not. I think we did finally start getting the bankroll back in order after purchasing some Hero Mechs and actually not doing taking a lot of damage on some of these. Yeah, we haven't been fighting clan mechs on this one either, so it's interesting that they kind of went back in time, so it was back to... It's almost like maybe it finally gives you a chance to breathe and say, hey, go play the normal portion of the game again, and you can use your clan mechs against stuff that's not using clan tech for a change. Yeah, so we're doing all right in cash. We've dug ourselves out of like a hole of being around 20-some million at one point. Now we're back up to 65, so we're doing okay, but our quarterly is up to 3.5, so that's not pleasant. Still got some jobs sitting there, which aren't going too fast. And on top of that, so we have the mission coming up. And let me see. So things are in repair. We got stuff as far out as 30 days. And according to the timeline here, the mission will be conveniently in 30. Okay. And that'll still be 16 days ahead of our payment. So that's good. So I don't think we're flying anywhere, but that gives us our choice of whichever mech we want, provided that's repaired. So we've still got our fire starters, we got multiple battle masters. Finally, oh, you know what? I have not had a chance to try the Bushwacker yet. That's one of the clan ones I thought looked really cool. I don't know, it makes me think of a Roadrunner for some reason. Yeah, and we've got the Agony Quartz in here, which we haven't done anything with, like, ever. Oh yeah, and we also, I did try the Bull Shark, man. That thing, powerful, but slow. So we got some other fun stuff in rotation. Let's check the black market real quick. I don't think there was a whole lot to see here. Of course, I guess, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I understand the black market costs more, man, you should find more rare stuff in the black market. You know, it's just like, kept checking the black market all the time. It's like the same garbage as everything else. Why do I want to go there and spend more money for it? So I don't know if they've tweaked the numbers at all, but I mean, it does seem like a little better. I mean, here's some other things we haven't had a chance to try yet. These, what do they call these? The large pulse lasers. These were recently added, and we haven't had a chance to test that yet. We finally tested some of the arrows last week. I think it was because of the bull shark, but yeah, we haven't had much time to experiment with all that. Okay, so here we go. Less talking, more pew pew. Let's see what's going on. The Third Republican forces. Okay, sure. Drop forces pooling, or drop ships spooling to escape. The militia will provide you with target sectors. Blah blah blah. Good luck. Again, mission type campaign. So deny them away. I can't remember. Did I try this and stop? Man, I can't remember what we had happen. So let's go 2 on the coverage. Do I try the fire starter? Let's definitely get some salvage here, as much cash as we can. Now that's looking a lot better on the cash if we can walk out with 4 mil.
Heavy weather warning is in effect, Commander. Your visibility will be compromised.
Visibility. I will actually opt for the fire starter, I believe. I don't think we've done anything to it other than being under tonnage. So I'm back to full clan machine guns, it looks like. Under repair, so 275. We could bump everybody else way up there. So she's on a 95. She still needs missile and ballistic. Does the bull shark qualify? Miss a laser. Ooh, I don't know what the laser qualifies as. Let's give him the bull shark. He's a laser dude. Okay, so missile and ballistic. How about the dervish? That's all missile. And it's got some clan tech on it. Except we're 65 under. So I got him up to 95. She's a 95. Now I guess the only question is, do I have something 95 instead? Or 100? Not really. Where did Corsairs go? Let's put all the Corsairs back in cold storage. So we've got 2 95s in here. And a 90 of the Mauler. Yeah. Okay, no 100s or 95s out there, so yeah, we'll roll with it. A redo is a redo. Okay. We're going for balance, right? No. We're going for victory! You can balance your way to defeat if you want.
There's a heavy concentration of Republican forces advancing on your position, Commander.
We're locked, loaded, and ready to send them packing.
Okay.
I see the Merc forces waiting for us. Time to punch in for work.
It's like a jellyfish amoeba-looking blob. Oh, we got incoming.
Air target spotted.
Ground target spotted. Oh, we got those goofy little guys, the power mechs. Where are you going? Look at all these guys. Ooh, there's better be some demolishers. I'll finish up that job. Yeah, it is. Need 3 of them. Manticore.
That hostile's a smoking carcass.
Oh, those power armors are tracking me. Get off me.
What's their range, Commander? They're content to sit back.
I know. We can't let them dictate how this thing is fought. We need to find another gear.
Another gear.
Bastards have been a pain in the ass. Let's finish them off.
Tango down.
Oh, he's finally got a little drum in his voice. He's stepped out of intern mode. Jake Mason, janitor for voice acting hire. Woo!
Hostile mech incoming.
Well, yes, of course there's incoming, but isn't one we need.
Target acquired. Incoming missile. Target Phoenix Hawk. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Incoming missile.
Put that mech down.
Was that an imperative or a declarative statement? You telling me to put it down or announcing that you did put it down? Ah, the bull shark was using the tag.
The fun's not over, Commander. I'm tracking more Republican mechs headed right for you.
Great. These bastards are in no hurry to give up. They're gluttons for punishment.
Target
That had to sting.
destroyed.
This game is still such a pyrotechnic extravaganza.
How are you holding up, Commander?
They're giving us fits, but still standing.
Coming into the canyon. It matters little. Woo! They got some heavies. I'm moving. Come on, meat shield and PCs. Boom! Yeah, get around behind him so you're not seeing him watching me. Too late. Oh, coming from the other side with some lights.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Admire your shot, Commander. That was one for the books.
Alright, let me get some cover here. My armor's, it's like all armor's, oh, now my arm went to structure. Spoke too soon.
This is all quiet, Commander.
time.
Operation Guerrero has been a slog so far, Commander. I'll
Eh.
see you on board. I
It
think
was more of a
you should
cakewalk,
agree
really. A little game of musical chairs. Musical mechs. Oh, 2 new ones on all that old stuff. Must be the new Chaos Rain mechs. Well, that's stuff we can't take. So most we could take a Blackjack we have, a Shadowhawk we have, Centurions we don't like, Spiders, Javelins, yeah. Let's find some other fun stuff first. Like Streak SRM ammo. We don't really need the old lasers. Wow, not much here. Let's take these SRMs, I guess. Still 14 points. Would I take a Javelin? Take the Javelin we don't have. And well, I'll take the LRM. That's worth more. Oh, still got 2 more points. Huh. Alright, take that and jump. Not bad. There we go. Still under 10% in damage. Good news. No way. He's going to give us a Shadowhawk IIC. I wanted one of those. I didn't know it was on the table. And that's interesting. Hunchback AZ. We'll have to see if that's new. So I don't know about the AC-10 Rapid Fire. Clan Streak SRM might be helpful. Same thing. At least he's given the ammo to go with it. Surviving members have surrendered, so the Hussars and Voss did not die in vain, etc., etc. I'll let you know what this means for you shortly. Cutscene? Cutscene's good.
Commander Mason, I want to congratulate you on a job well done, and inform you the Free Worlds League is halting our push forward in this war. We've seen enough fighting. As such, we will no longer require your services, and be releasing you from our current pact. But if you are still seeking a lucrative payday in the region, I would look towards House Liao. They seem intent on continuing their offensive push to reclaim lost territory. Farewell, Commander Mason, and thank you for your service.
It's nice that they actually did that as a cinematic.
Well, that's that. Another job well done.
But at what cost? It looks like our contributions to Davion's conquest of Sarna have been washed away.
Oh, we still got paid. That's all I care about.
Of
All I
course.
know is power moves are being made out there.
Especially with Catherine Steiner Davion declaring herself Archon and splitting the Lyran half of the Commonwealth.
Yeah. What the hell is that all about?
Probably to save the arms trade they have with the Free Worlds League.
Yeah. The Lyrans will need the League's weapons deal to resupply against the clans.
All this squabbling between the great houses. They do know the clan truce isn't going to last forever, right?
Truce.
Can't trust humanity to look past their differences, even with extinction waiting around the corner.
Yeah, what else is
One
new?
thing's for
Even
sure.
1,500 years later.
Game has changed.
So that's cool that they're oh, is there... I gotta see, is there new divisions in the map? No. No, it's the same. Wait. No, what is it? What is this? That's okay, so they've redrawn the conflict zones. Well, that's new at least. I mean, we kind of still lost everything up here, but huh. Okay. Well, we'll do a little more exploring here. Now, I guess that's interesting that he mentioned House Liao. Now, I don't know if that means we should go... Did the green come all the way up here? Now I can't remember how far the green came up. I don't know if any of that's divided. But we'll explore that more in a second. We are now at least done with that part 2 mission. And I guess we're at our leisure to kind of undertake the next one. So maybe we'll kind of float that way. But I got to take a break here. So stand by. More stuff here in a second. Well, I'm kind of conflicted on how to proceed here because it doesn't look like they're giving us a time restriction anyway on the House Carita, so I don't know how much to take on. Probably, so if we do, I don't know if we can split into another two if we start it too early. But anyway, let's take a look at the new stuff we got here. Kind of curious, except I'm not curious about that. That's a piece of junk. Junket. So here's the new Hunchback. And it has virtually nothing we can do with it. Oh, you know what? when I was looking at some of the MechWarrior news, this is one of the, like, they did one of these custom mechs that was either inspired by the group that does the machinima stuff, or one of the inspired by one of the classic designs. Because I forgot that I think the Centurion we found with the samurai style design. I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, I'm looking for info here. Oh, I'll pull each one out. See if one of these matches the thought. Not that one. That one. This one with its red kind of Samurai-esque design was actually based on the cover art for something in the BattleTech world, so it completely kind of went unnoticed. But it's kind of, again, I appreciate that when a developer respects the lore, or the, you know, again, they may make changes, but I mean, if they're still doing things relative to the history of a IP, that's important. So I think that's really cool that they did that. And I have two of them, it looks like. So there's the YLW 1 and 2. Yeah, I think maybe they did mention there's two variants. This one, however, is not a hero one. It must be, I don't know if that's our original or something different, but move it back to cold storage. So I think the Hunchback falls into that category. So they gave it to us naturally based off an actual quest. So it's got these kind of Wolverine claws things, which is pretty cool. And those are technically baked. No, that can't be right. Let's check the loadout. Energized, no, they're baked in. It says energized weapon slot for the fists, and you can still technically put something else in there, even though it's already got the claws. So the claws themselves, I don't know if it adds any damage to the mech, but clearly there's no parting with them. So it's got a big shoulder cannon, a couple machine guns, and a couple lasers. Not really initially all that impressed. I mean, it can do 81. It's got some heat sinks on it, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. But, I mean, I don't want to keep... Oh, yeah, between that and the Shadowhawk here. So this looks smaller than a normal Shadowhawk. Look at that. It's got a lot of streak missiles on it, and it's got enough for several lasers. So medium... Man, extended range medium laser. If I could put all medium lasers on that and keep the missiles... So not only is it clan tech, it's also new to the latest DLC. So that's interesting that they gave like a regular mission gives you a clan style mech. Its weight class is 45. I think that's lighter than Shadowhawk or heavier. Let's find out if I have Shadowhawk over here. Kataro. It's crispy. Where did it put it? There we go. So a normal Shadowhawk is 55, so it's lighter. 81 on the speed, but this is faster then. So faster mech, 10 tons lighter. Armor, hard to say because it's kind of got nothing on it, but it looks like it might be a little bit more durable on the armor side. So let me outfit this one. And let's move this. Oh, did I move something else? No, I didn't move this one yet because I was still thinking about the Shadowhawk. So we're going to move this to cold storage. Even though it's a hero mech, or a specialty one. Alright, let's see what I can do with this thing. So I want to stick with the SSRM2s. Oh, it's a small laser there. Either way, do I have any more clan lasers left? I don't. I could go all 5. Medium clan, medium pulse. So it's extended range medium or medium pulse. And I have 8 of these. Let's go medium pulse. So they're all consistent. Except this one will have to be I use it as a tag or something, maybe. Well, let me do a medium. Oh, wait, it'll let me do medium. Sweet. So we got 4 medium lasers on there. And I'm over tonnage. Never mind that point. So maybe my armor is going to have to come down a bit then. Yeah, I lose 90 points of armor. Yikes. I'm not taking jump jets out or something. Okay. Yeah. So we'll try to tinker with that. Let's find something to do. Man, the map, however, not sure what to make of the map. And we've still done next to nothing with all of the mercenary factions. But we got to work our way up here. Let's see if there's any high reward quests that we hit up on the way. Where are we? Are we here? Yep. Okay. Oh, look, a Hero Mech. So let's save. We have accumulated about 4 mil. Gotta delete a couple here. Uh, 48 we said. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna hit up the construction area first, or the industrial hub. Ah, we only got 1 demolisher out of that batch that we were fighting against. That's unfortunate. Good, things are now repaired. And there goes... Nope, didn't make our payment yet. Hero Crusader. Don't recall seeing that one. Heavy Arena Fist. Well rounded. It's got machine guns, lasers, and missiles. Not something I'm super fond of, but at least by getting it out of the way, increase our chance of finding any of the others that are remaining. Alright, we'll grab that. And it's 15% off, that helps. Rare clan, what, ATM3? Clan arrow. So not only did we get arrows, but there's also clan arrows? Color me intrigued, Batman. Yeah, so there's now a clan arrow 6. Look at this assortment of colors. Yeah, so we had regular arrows. There's only 0 to 4. Now you got an arrow for 6 million, mind you. So what's this ATM3? Hardpoint size, small. Advanced tactical system that fires 3 missiles. Missiles do less damage the further they travel beyond optimal range. Well, I guess that would make sense. ATM3. So they're not telling us. So they're not telling us what the the type of missile launcher it is. It's just it's an ATM. It showers them with C-bills, you know. That's interesting. So that's something. I mean, cool. See something else new. Solid slug, nothing. So yeah, I would like to see like a medium one of these pulse lasers or something, or see more clan tech stuff. Now here's what I find really interesting. So they just opened up the fact a whole nother second set of tier weapons. So since the vanilla game, we've been able to go from tier 0 all the way up to tier 5, in which case the bar is full. Now that the bar is gold, now we have tier 6. I can't imagine them having unlocked the potential for a tier 7, 8, 9, and then 10 technically being another full bar without them doing content. Because, I mean, if we're nearing the end of Chaos Reign here, I haven't seen a 7. I've yet to see a tier 7 anything, but we are still discovering some new weapons, so I'm not necessarily going to hold my breath that they have anything in here, but that tells me they've got to be working on more content still. And also the fact they've still never updated the mercenary reputation past 15. To me, that symbol looks partially incomplete. So they still got to be working on something, even though there hasn't been any news yet. So I'm not concerned about Hero Pilot, but man, look, we do still have some requests. Oh, that's right. I did look at that one. It's a split. Of course, I'm not in the mood for a split. Now, here's an old one that goes only back to Heroes of the Inner Sphere. And it's Demolition. We do like me some Demolition. So why don't we go do that? And that does put us a little closer to Kurita territory. Now, I also wonder, actually, this looks different. I think there has been some changes going on here. I think Kurita has been either moving forward or Davion has punched a hole into Kurita. So things have changed. I mean, obviously the only one I've noticed for sure is just this giant blob of a conflict zone that's now different. Poor Rosalhag. It's like next to nothing left. Okay, so as mentioned, let's go head over here. Let's go take on a demolition quest, and we'll take out the Shadowhawk, the new one we just got, the IIC. Ugh, ouch, that hurts. 4 million. I forgot to put some. I didn't put the junky Shadowhawk back, did I? Oh no, I should have moved the Crusader, and I didn't. Well, that was a costly 500,000. Thank you for nothing. Oh, do I still? I didn't do repairs while I was there. And I probably held off on that one. Well, where is the closest hub to here? Oh, check that out. And for once it doesn't do jank GPS navigation. What the heck? Now the map is different. 300,000. How many days was that? So they did show some differences. Look at this. It is no longer the Federated is now Alioth, the Lyran Alliance. And actually, Lyran was the one that said was like, hey, go talk to them. So the map is now different. These are no longer a singularly merged house. And what is this zone? Terra Firma. You've still got Terra, hypothetically, Earth. Right in the center here. The industrial hub doesn't even go all the way around it anymore. I think even the industrial hub changed. And then you've got the Lion's Thumb. So this is this still technically... Okay, so interesting. So this now is House Kurita again. And yet you've got the Mitten here, the giant green blob that was House Liao has tentacled its way up this way. Oh man, this is just so unusual for gaming to have like a constantly politically morphing map. I mean, I like it. It's just so different because this doesn't happen. I mean, you got a static map at all times mostly. I mean, you maybe have 2 or 3 different shifts, but this game doesn't exactly celebrate and announce when it happens. So if you're not paying attention, you never even know. That's weird. So again, the giant butterfly is no more. Wow. Okay. Pardon my distraction. It's because I'm so intrigued by it. Alright, so we'll head over here and get my repairs done, and then we'll come back for the quest. The Banshee. Oh, that's going to be heavy. Banshee. Well, good thing we got money, right? That we just wasted. Alright, so let's get repairs done first. So what was still needed to be done on this? I don't know. Under tonnage. The mask Mark IV. Well, I don't think that's too big of a deal. That's just the accelerator. Alright, where did... There it is. Okay. Let's take a look at this Hero Banshee. Is this the football one? A football one? That's a Zeus. Look at the Zeus. There it is. That's trippy looking. Is that some kind of South America? I mean, it's kind of got the Central or South American thing going. You got some skulls, you got some dragon-looking things, but because it's more rounded, it definitely strikes me as more South American than Asian. Not that I know my cultures well enough, but it's definitely different. So that's a 95, or how much? Ouch, 37. Ouch! And it's got markup, 15% markup on all that. Are you kidding me? Well, if we're almost done, we're going out with a bang, right? We'll walk into our final mission with next to no cash. Because again, with these being random on the market, just never know when you run across them again. So yeah, this is Blackhawk. Not even interested. No thanks. man. But we don't have a ton of 90. We don't have a ton of heavy mechs in rotation, so this would be another generic one for the bots to use. Firepower 190. Look at that armor, 560, and it still can manage to move at 64 clicks. Hold on to your butts. I can't believe I'm doing this. Don't look. Oh, I can't believe I spent that. All right, one more hero collectible in the database, virtually speaking. And that, of course, is going to put us up to 4,100. But if I'm going to keep that in rotation, I got to drop something. Like the Loader King. We're not really using the Loader King. It's not a hero mech. It's a specialty mech, but I'm not using it. Still got the Wolverine and the Quick Draw. Okay, that brings us to 389. Don't. So I only have, what, one Warhammer out here? And this thing's generic too. You know what? Let's move that out. So back to 3.6. That way we're only up 100. So let me kind of do some reorganization here. Is this a hero? That's a hero. Okay, so let's move Banshee. Oh, I can't believe I spent the money on that. And put the other hero one right here. So at least my clan mechs are next to each other. I think this one's yeah, that's a hero one, which I put clan tech on. Oh, there's where my lasers are. That's the one so the fact it's got 9 lasers, that's the one I want to put as many lasers, like medium lasers on as I can. But that's not happening yet. Maybe during the next DLC, so then... Alright, let's put the Battle Masters next to each other. No. Oh, but one of them was a green and gold. This is the green and gold stuff right now. I didn't fully keep the green and gold. Whatever. Close enough. Alright. We are now hypothetically broke. Okay, so now anyway, back up to this destruction one. Chairman is back. You have changed platforms. You look different. Alright, view transmissions. This looks new. Wait a minute. No, this looks new. Ooh, check. Ooh. Multiple oohs here. But here's what's weird, though. It says that the difficulty of 8. I mean, her thumbnail looks new, but I can tell by it's got the chaos, Oh, this has got to be... This has got to be new. Because I don't think this is what I was expecting for the destruction mission. Because that was Heroes of the Inner Sphere. This is not. So, 5 million C-bills. Yep, and it's going to take over travel again. So we got more leftovers here. So 5 million C-bills. The Night Gyre. That looks like a combination between a linebacker and a StarCraft Marine, which actually does look pretty cool. 4 clan heat sinks, so I don't know how I can not do that. But what throws me off here is I thought we had looking at see, it says campaign. Stop the launch. See, look at that. It says stop the launch. That's the mission I was expecting. So clearly it is a different one. But I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. No, we're on the correct one. I wonder if they morphed it into something else. I am extra confused. Color me confused at this point. Okay, we totally are doing a save before kicking this off. Murfred. Murder ID. Okay, that. And then that. Alright, we're taking this new quest, so I guess... So this would put us at the 3rd campaign-esque kind of quest. So we did the... I forgot what the original one was already, but that was the Battle of the Jade Falcon. Then we just did the one for Steiner. Now we're doing for the... back to what used to be Merrick, now Lyran, something or other. Who can keep track with all the politics in this virtual world? Or the real world? Okay, so we accepted it. Didn't I? Thumb war. Okay. See, it's engage the forces in the thumb. Does it not activate until a particular point in time? Thumb war. Starting this mission will see travel mission continue to play for the duration of the assignment. Yeah, that's the idea. There's actually yeah, well, I knew about that quest. This is very weird. I can't. I wonder if they have a bug here. Oh, I never even noticed this before, this whole view intel thing. Oh my goodness, a whole new feature has been under my nose this whole time. This kind of gives you an indication of where and how to fight other specialty mechs and stuff. Alright, let me fly over here. If this doesn't work, I'm going to reload. Yeah, because that new quest didn't take over. I'm really confused now. Super, super confused. It's like, it makes me wonder, did I not press something, or did the fact that I canceled out and go save instead change it? Objective updated. Yeah, it didn't take control. Let me go back one more here. Oh, I did the same thing. Well, I guess maybe it's not until I get to the mission. Or in the thumb, is it this? Oh, I have to get... Okay. Solved. You have to get there first. Alright, so let's go back to the most recent save. Was this one. The one that doesn't waste me flying to another planet to figure it out. In a game with this much going on, yeah, there's not a whole lot of margin for error to not allow the player to know what's happening here. As we've seen with a couple missions, like, no indication, unless you have read every detail of every planet, and you don't know where to go because it's a combination of knowing the planet and which system. Okay, so as of right now, I do have the Banshee, correct? Yep, the Banshee's right there. Yep, okay. We will accept the mission. Yeah, because it's a little unusual. Most of the time, they automatically take over. And see this, they're making us fly somewhere else to get there. So it opens up a window in a way for giving you more time before having to have them take over. See, there it is. So now it's going to take over. And this is actually the character that Rihanna just mentioned in the cutscene. So she seeks to reinforce recently coined Lion's Thumb region of the Chaos March. She claimed the World Alliance with a Lyran Alliance. But the Lion's Thumb lies forward to Terra. Extends in the Draconis Combine. Karita with the support of Precentor Marshal Anastasius Fuch. And Shuri Eliminity. 9 DCMS units under... blah, 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 blah. Okay, get on with it. What is this? Oh, that's right, the guerrilla warfare that we've never done. Hey, why do the independents like us so much? Okay, anyway, what do we have going on here? So, weight class of 365. We can manage that. Clearly, they don't like us yet. So, we'll go singular damage coverage... Not much on the shares because it's demolition. No, it's actually, we don't know that it's demolition. What are we doing here? Not telling us what's going on, so... Harass and drive the Cretan forces. Cretan! Okay, so there's probably a little bit more direct conflict, so maybe we do want... man, I don't know what I want, because we don't know what we're up against. But I'm definitely not going with the fire starter this time. I want to try a new one out. Let's try, I mean, obviously either the Bushwacker or the, new Shadowhawk. So 290, 95, not 95, 95. Hey, guess what? We picked up a 95 just for you. We are now still 35 tons under with 395 mechs, which normally put us 5 under of 100. All right. Team tough guys. And tough chicks. It's about 50-50, really. So, locate and eliminate suspected DC miss targets. Maybe it's an assassination.
Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Ooh, can we get some new tunes? What is all that gibberish? Looks like light. Oh, those are lights on my cockpit up there in the upper right.
The DCMS have quietly dug into the region, Commander. We need to push them out before they get too comfortable.
Time to piss off some dragons.
Okay, that's one way to look at it. So, new mech, you know what that means? New weapon groupings. So let's get this fixed. So really, I'm going to put the missiles on 3, because that's usually where I'm keeping them. Even so we have really no secondary at this point. Oh, you know what? We can still punch you with our left trigger. Alright. A little unusual to actually have boxing available. So check this out. This thing's got almost no noticeable frame, but look at the stroll on that. It's got some sway. We're moving to 97, though. Yeah, let's see if probably some machine gun lasers. And then, of course, the missiles aren't going to fire without range. That's one of the things about the Streak SSRMs. Again, not that I can tell the difference against most of them, but they won't fire without the lock. I'm way ahead of the NPCs. Train hasn't loaded in yet. Ooh, the binary. Woo! It's a little different. Definitely different. Not like radically different, but different. It's like the mech that has invisible lat syndrome. It's got its like arms out. It's just like shoulders left and right. All right, Chairman, taking off. So have yourself a good one. Appreciate you stopping by as always. Trying to keep you entertained while I can.
Showing nothing on scopes that can be identified as our targets.
No kidding.
On to the next nav point.
Oh, they do track though, loosely. Fire pretty quick. Woo, somebody dropped a missile on its head. Now looking at the paper doll version in the lower left there, it kind of gives me the impression of a Gort-style robot from Day the Earth Stood Still. Except I hate to use as a reference, man. That movie with Keanu Reeves is absolutely awful. It's one of the worst movies I've seen. And I guess to get on a soapbox about it, now that I'm thinking about it, is because, again, it had its agenda of like, oh, mankind has misused its resources, so we're going to take away the resources. It kind of ties in with what I was saying at the top of the show of like, the company hasn't learned its lesson. In the case of the movie, it's like, yeah, it took its stuff away, but humanity didn't learn its lesson, so what good did that do? You know, oh no, we don't have electricity. How do we survive? Ooh, I haven't seen any of that in a while.
It's not here. Let's hope we have better luck at the other location.
Free stuff.
Our munitions can be restocked. Neutralized.
I'm gonna punch you in the face. Except he didn't go down.
Target destroyed.
It is fun using these pulse lasers, which I haven't really done before. Okay, where are we going? Hey, they are running us all over this giant map with all kinds of walls in the way. Guess we'll go over the walls. Of course, the bots are like, where's the boss man going? Okay, so look, we got a canyon problem again here, so I might as well go this way and cut to the left, rather than drop into the valley and get stuck in there. Who says there isn't any value in video gaming? Hey, learn how to do pathfinding. Path of least resistance. Of course, the number one argument is always the pro of video games. Oh, it improves hand-eye coordination. Yeah, so does juggling chainsaws.
You're approaching the Coretans, Commander.
The Koreans.
Goes nothing.
Oh, screen went black. Too much smoke.
New target Banshee.
Oh, they brought a Banshee too, huh?
Target acquired.
I'll take your Banshee and I'll match your Banshee. Why not, Phoenix Hawk? I don't think NPCs handle you. My torso's looking a little crunchy.
Nice work, Commander.
Phoenix Hawk.
Uh-oh. Oh, woo! Headshot from far down, far away and downtown at the same time. Don't work. Like I said, it's not a bug; it's a feature.
Heads up, Commander. An enemy dropship is about to set down.
What are we fighting? Marauder? Type 1 or Type 2? It looks like Type 1. Any more? Boom.
But the DCMS presence here is still strong.
Yep. Okay, so we don't have to stay and fight him from the looks of it. Oh, they blew that up.
Hear the pilot screaming from here.
New target Commander.
It's like, where'd that come from? Like when you tap somebody on the shoulder and they look the opposite way. Well, looks like I took the most damage from being on the front line. Eee. Bonk. Alright, no new encounters. 3.8 on the pay. Alright, well, we didn't quite go over the 400, so it's a little loss on the damage coverage excess, but that's okay. So we can take a Commando, a Panther, not a Phoenix Hawk, so whatever. Let's take the level 3 machine guns as old backups. Take more of these jump jets to keep the stockpile growing. Yeah, we'll take a level 4. We'll take another one of those. Oh, insufficient, you say. Well, I don't need a bunch of level 1. Oh, there it is. XP laser. So that gives us 2. Interesting. Oh, right, the money. There we go. About 10%. Getting a little too close to 10% there on the damage to payout ratio. All right, cool. All right, so 8. Oh, mission start in 8 days. Now they're taking over, and we can't see the map anymore. So what you say? So Thumb War Part 2. Can we repair? We can. So that's going to cost 600,000. What's wrong with you? No, that's not much. That's not much. That's a bit more. Oh well, we'll live with it. Okay. So apparently there's still a markup because we're in a war zone. Let's see if there's anything fun. Doesn't look like it. Large laser, large XP laser. That's around 2 Inferno. Not much else. Alright. Okay, we don't need any of that. Alright, let's do another save. Now that we got some momentum going. Lions. Alright. I think we're good. Mission briefing. Some more. Did I just see, what was I just looking at? I just saw something. Current objective testing ground. That's not the name of the mission. Because I was kind of wondering, since we're flying around on all these commandeered missions, so to speak, we never know what planet we're on or what area we're in. I was wondering if somehow that may have been an alternate way to reveal the planet, but maybe not. Because yeah, it says Thumb War, but doesn't tell us where we are. Yeah, even this doesn't tell us. So anyway, trying to dig our partnership out of a hole here. So it appears that nearby regions not yet mobilizing. Multiple signatures. Veterans. Go make some noise. Okay, okay. Can do that. Well, the knockdown, drag out. Let's just keep it average here. So now let's actually try the Bushwacker. Oh, am I missing a weapon type? Well, we got short burst lasers, machine guns, and an... Oh, you know what? This could be fun. Let's find out. So we're only 30 points under.
The DCMS is relentless, Commander. They're hell-bent on digging their claws in the lion's thumb. We're being paid to keep their grip loose.
We'll make sure they can't gain a chokehold.
Interesting. This has got a little bit more of a
That's close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
different flair.
Nice
Alright.
to have some extra ballistics.
It's not super big for a map. Let's change weapon groups here. So naturally machine guns be number 2. Unless it's the fire starter. So burst lasers on 1. Actually, you know what? No, I guess we'll put this on 3. Large laser 4. Oh man, we got more than I know what to do with here. Huh. So missiles should technically also be 4. And I really don't even want to use the large laser. I should just put a medium in there. Yeah, so I can't even technically use the arms. Or I gotta sacrifice something. That's a little bit different. Wow, a lot of wobble on this one. My max speed is 81. So yeah, the Shadowhawk was faster.
Name of the game, Commander. Bad news, Commander. More hostiles inbound on your position. Get ready for some company.
New target Panda.
Daddy Mech's on radar.
Target acquired.
Once you've found a targeted asset, move up to it.
Oh, this is
and we'll
weird not
begin
having
recovery
the
procedure.
the solid slug on the left trigger though, so I may still have to rearrange this.
The more ballistics, the merrier.
Engaging lead target.
New target Phoenix Hawk.
Additional contacts just off the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Target destroyed.
Oh, we have stuff in both corners. Hey.
New target Commander. Target destroyed.
Even still, two clan machine guns, still reasonably powerful.
Target acquired.
Flush, Commander. Right in the cockpit.
Shot show off.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Target destroyed.
6 or 8. Text is so tiny on that screen. It's cut off on the main one. Quit dancing.
If you find your position, just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
Target destroyed.
Alright, where's their... Oh, that's way over there.
New target Spider.
Oh, no!
Blasted that target into oblivion.
When I lose a lot. I lost the lasers.
New target Archer.
Uh-oh, a little more rough here.
Put that mech down.
I'm out of bullets on the other one. Yeah, I'm out of bullets now. I see it. Oh, so maybe I get this then. One more.
You gave the DCMS all they could handle and then some, Commander.
Oh, they say here's an opportunity for a bonus, and then they auto exfil. Meh. A little disappointing. Whoa, look at that. 2 level... I can't even get both. 2 level 5 AC5s. That's crazy. And I don't need a whole lot of the rest of this stuff. Youch. That took a lot of damage on that one. Alright. Mission briefing. Radar shows they're about to hit your position. No use drawing this out. Going to band together. Sitting back. Don't let the forces bog you down. Okay. How many parts is this going to be? Let's repair. Yeah, that's bugged. 133. Only 224, that's a bit odd. I wasn't planning on using that one again right away anyway. Payment due in 1 day. Youch, at least the payment's due after we get done. Alright, what am I taking? Probably... You know, if this is the generic Hunchback, where I put all the lasers, that's all I'm going to get given up for this guy. You know what? Let's try it just for fun. Still got time. Alright, so this is a generic Hunchback. I want to wait until we get to, find that other Hunchback. Alright, so this guy's clearly got various clan lasers, so let's do... I should have enough here. Yeah, 22 level 5s. That's fantastic. Hopefully I can go without losing too many. Preferably none. Give me the 1-2 punch. Laser 1, laser 2. Score the armor. Take out the pilot. We don't need a large laser. It's going to cause things to overheat. So, and we're 4 tons under. There we go. Oh, still 3.5 tons under. Don't need the ammo. I got a bajillion heat sinks. Cooling at 2.7. There's nothing else we can do. Can't fly. 53 days. Alright, we'll start it anyway. That would have been fun, but we'll try the Shadowhawk here, which is only 9 days out. Ooh, what's the timeline? Okay, it'll be done. 10 days till the mission. Good. Alright, let's do another save. Alright. We are good to go. So, in other words, don't get too overextended. Right. Damage coverage. We'll stick with 1. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna gamble here. Let's go 1 less cash, 1 more salvage. Split it evenly. Alright, Shadowhawk me. Alright, the BSK. That's not the Banshee, it's the Bull Shark. Sorry, you got it 2 wrecked. Here, have a Warhammer. And the Banshee, you also got it 2 wrecked. 2 wrecked, 2 eject. Here, have the Mauler. Alright, that'll keep us at 300. Ugh. Let's see what happens.
You have your marching orders, Commander. I've marked the drop zone for the DCMS forces.
Have to slay a few more dragons before we get paid.
Speaking of dragons, they're hitting the ground.
Let's not keep them waiting. We've got some drags standing between us and filing this contract in the wind column. Let's remove them from the equation.
Oh, good. There's a little
Open
open.
fire!
Dude, they're not on the ground yet. Can't blame him on the timing for that. That would be the scriptors.
Battle armor advancing on us here.
That's fast for a Centurion. What the heck? What else do I got here? We got blues? Yeah, we got blues here too.
Commando.
What thing doing all up there?
You're about to have more Caritans breathing down your neck, Commander.
I see them headed over to give them a rude welcome. Let's take them out before they get comfortable.
Target destroyed.
I have to eject.
Target acquired.
Enemy mech down and out.
Why do I feel like I only got 2 weapons here? Oh, that's right, because I decided to keep them on the same side.
Right in the head.
Missile cluster to the face.
New target fire starter.
Do a hop and drop.
That area is clear, but you've got work to do in the Mod sector, Commander.
Uh-huh.
There now.
Keep an eye on your systems. You don't want to run out of steam against the DCMS.
I got
Nice.
plenty in the tank.
Headed there now. All right, intern, calm down, calm down. Oh, repair bay. How nice of you.
Next target set on scope. About to slug it out.
Let us look it out.
Offline.
They're kind of them. Everything except my underpants and my left leg.
Hostile mech on scope. Let's see what this pilot's made of.
Incoming.
Made of metal. Or mush.
New target skirmish.
You will
Missiles. No. Not locked on.
Taking it easy on these tracks.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Commander. They're sending in more reinforcements.
I would assume so, given how many pods you
For
provided.
damn sure.
What's that one all in the mountains?
Target Enforcer.
Die, imposter. The mountain dweller. Pardon me while I go fix my underpants. Interesting if that counts as the center torso. So if you take that portion of the mecha, technically you take out the entire upper torso. It's not separated by the centerpiece. Wow, a lot of light bloom. Oh, missiles.
That sector is secure, but you're still on the hook. Just updated your display.
Alright, let's use another one of these.
My scans indicate there is still a couple of DCMS dropships nearby.
The torso is still yellow.
Safe to say they haven't surrendered yet.
I think you'll need to beat a surrender out of them, Commander.
I'll see what I can do.
Coming right up. One surrender and a beat down.
Down to their final force, Commander. They're on fumes.
2 sets of 4. It dropped on the beach.
Stalker.
Find the toughest guy on the playground, you gotta go punch him in the face. Ooh, why's that happening? Why are they all picking on me? Oh, that's the one that walked out here.
We have to drag it by the tail. We won't screw around. You got him square in the head.
4 more. Let me get a little crispy. Gonna go for the... Well, they're all here. You clowns would all play meat shield for about 30 seconds. Bouncing.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
You've whittled the DCMS forces down to nothing, Commander. You're in the clear. I'll see you on the Leopard.
I didn't lose any weapons, but just got a little A little shot at. Ruptured a little armor. Alright, how long are they going to drag this one on for? Alright, no new encounters, but there's 3 mil. Lots of mechs to pick from this time, but I'm going to take about 2 of them home. Check that out. There's a whole host of the pulse lasers. I think we got the heat sinks covered. Alright, so these are all 1-pointers. For level 3s. So solid burst fire level 3 is 8 points. We don't have any yet. Solid slug burst fire. I guess we'll take that. Maybe we'll try it. Maybe we won't. Oh, paid out. Alright, we're done. At least for that. Looks like you accomplished what we asked. You helped dislodge the creatines in the sector. We also have to cut into another transmission to speculate the Lyran Alliance might be behind. I'm not sure they will have to offer you any contracts anytime soon. Special bonus on top of the payout. Alright. Cool. So now we're back up to 31 after me spending all that money on the Banshee. Let's figure out where we're at. We are into the thumb. Michigan in space. Alright, so let's, I guess this is the closest one here. Let's get repairs done, and then I guess we'll just kind of wrap this high reward quest over here. And maybe call it a night after that, as long as that's a 1-part. I don't know if it's a 1-parter or not, but we'll find out. Man, I can't believe they changed the map up again. It's pure craziness. Oh, that's a 2-mission ad. I'm not paying attention to that. Alright, repairs. Oh, did I pay out? Let's check this thing out. The Night Gyre. I think it said this was pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely a very StarCraft Marine, except taller. It's kind of weird because of all the scaled items in StarCraft, the Marine is like the shortest because you have Goliaths, and then you have oh man, the Ultralisks, then eventually battle cruisers, and it's like, you know, now conversely, this is like one of the tallest or largest things there is. And it's only a 75 at that. Question is, well, if we have that in rotation and still only put us at 3.6, it's kind of where we were at the 3.5 mark. We could kind of hang on to that, let the bots use it a little bit. It's not bad for repairs. So which one did I load out? Did I load out no, the Thunderbolt's still not ready yet. Another 30 days. May not get to use that tonight, but maybe next time. Okay, so now what about this view intel thing? So talking about the arena. Man, this would be huge to figure out. Trying to find... I may not tell you which contract, but at least it would kind of give you a hint of where and how to find the mechs that you're looking for. I don't know when they added this. It may have been pretty recently, as far as DLC packages go. Yeah, Cicadas, Commandos, whatever. Or is this the number? Man, this actually might be all possible. It's not like even guaranteed. So really, even some of these may still be a little sketchy trying to run into them on the particular arena. Ooh. Alright, let's scratch that. Let's move over this way where we intended to go. So I guess the question is, do I want to run out with a fire starter or something else new that we've worked on? Now this is yours. What? What? Oh my goodness. I don't believe this. Word of Blake representative. There we go. That is another reference to other things. Again, I've only been playing this game for about 2 to 3 years, so I still, I mean, but having next to no prior MechWarrior BattleTech knowledge, I still consider myself a novice. But having played Mech Assault 1 and 2, Word of Blake was like either a subgroup that was an antagonist, then you had some other guy that may have been their leader, I think, in the second game. So I was not expecting to see that again. I represent a group seeking to calm the waters on a new home, world embroiled in the Chaos March. So she's declared that state of crisis, and the Federated Commonwealth fractured into 2 halves. Family drama and personal squabbles between the great houses of the sphere have left many worlds directionless, with the people forced to fend for themselves. Pirate groups are raiding New Home. We are assembling a force of mercenaries to return New Home to its people. It's like, we can't get out of this area. Consider us joining the cause. So they're only going to tell us about 250k. But okay, so they're going to tell us where to go though. So let's see how this one's going to work. Where they're sending us, right down there. Okay. So we're all fighting over this area surrounding Terra, Earth. But man, let me see. So it's still not going to let me. Good grief. So it's going to take this on contract here. Stop the launch. Okay, well I can still take this. Okay, let's do this one. We'll do the new stuff next time. I was not expecting yet so technically we've already done 3. There's a 4th one, and still the House Carita one, which is not showing up based on timeline. So it's like there's 5 quest lines potentially. I mean, they're all shorter, or at least some of these are shorter, which give us a different flavor for everybody who we're fighting for. So intriguing, but let's get a save going, get the destruction done, and then we'll save that for next time. All right, number 5, Muffrid. Said it backwards. All right, here we go. Let's go 1. Need cash, so we're at 31. So yeah, we got plenty of room. What do I want to take? What do I get? Get some destroyed on the Bushwacker? I need ammo. We'll deal with that later. Thunderbolt ready? Thunderbolt still 10 days. We can hold out 10 days. Let's see, we try that tonight. So let's get the heavies. Banshee, or no, the bush that and Banshee. All right. Let's have a little fun. That's right, it's just top dog on the legs. Top laser dog.
Lionel Stans has stolen a nuclear device called a Peacemaker, and we need to make sure he doesn't launch. We've reached the first of 3 relay stations
I think
that
they
will
spelled
be used
peace
to
wrong.
guide the
Pieces
missile
maker.
if launched. It's understandably heavily defended, considering what this operation must cost. We'll land just outside the base, and you can decide how you want to bring it down.
Huh. Oh, this is a part 1. I just realized there's multiples to this.
Vehicles in the grid. That will leave a mark.
Oh, we gotta fix the lasers. So let's go mediums on 1, those on 2. So let's bring this one over to here. And punching is on 4. Okay. If anything, not even Peacemaker is adequate. More like Hastemaker, because technically a nuke goes off. You ain't really got pieces left.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This guy's like running in circles.
Them hostiles a smoking carcass.
Target destroyed.
What's also kind of weird is this one's an asymmetrical mech, so I don't know if I'm going to notice any difference with it being. So that's far on the right. It's like you think the greater swing from the right than the left here. Otherwise, I can't really tell the difference. So the Atlas, you're actually a little bit off center as well.
Marcus. Target destroyed.
Hell of a shot.
Alright, so that's right. This was demolition though, so we just blowing stuff up.
That must be the first installation.
Yeah.
Stans has threatened to launch the Peacemaker to cleanse the Sky Province of what he describes as foreign filth looking to taint the Isle of
Those
Skye.
are always encouraging
This
words.
system already contains a large
Call 'em
number of
names.
cities with heavy immigrant populations from the Federated Sons and Draconis Combine. So there's no telling which one this madman intends to hit. Which is why we need to level this facility as fast as possible, Commander.
Yes. Alright, so I'm only doing a medium. If I'm only doing a medium, that means I ain't walking through this wall here. Where am I? Oh, we got it. Okay. Because my lasers are a little too slow compared to the machine guns.
To wipe them off the face of this system.
Enemy destroyed.
Your integrity is at 50%, Commander. You'll need to devote more ammo to bring it down.
That's a different line. I devote no ammo and just devote lasers.
Threat eliminated.
Walk through that. That's it's like 7 lasers and it doesn't do anything to the structure.
You're almost there, Commander. Only 25% of this area remains.
Blasted that target into oblivion.
It's probably feeling that.
Target acquired.
Ooh, in the red.
There is one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Where? It's a no, not that one.
Target acquired.
Not that one.
That target's a heap.
Target urban mech.
Oh, where's the one that's giving me the problem?
Destroyed.
Tank's worth more than the
Target acquired.
mission at this point. There it is.
Target destroyed.
Attacking tagged target.
Target destroyed. Heat critical.
use it as cover. We gotta stop doing both at the same time. Otherwise, technically, still need even more. If I'm underweight, then I still need even more heat sinks.
I have some bad news. We've discovered that was merely a redundancy station to make sure the ability to launch was not impeded. We're not even at the main relay station. We're going to have to act fast to stay ahead of this one.
Where's the payload going? Oh wait, you actually came to us for once? Unusual. Oh well, I guess we won't be getting all the way through this one tonight. Season 2 lives on. Alright, 4.4. Anything we want? Ooh, yeah, I think level 4 laser. Look at these, that's round 2, those look nice. Stack those on something. What's that? 10%-ish. Alright, of course, stop the launch part 2. And where's he going to send it? I'll figure it out later. Let me at least get this started. And then... Oh, you know what? So, stop the launch part 2 is going to take us where? It's gonna take us nowhere. Okay, same planet. Alright, we'll do repairs out in the field so I don't have to fly all the way back. Ouch, that was gonna hurt. Alright. What type of contract? Campaign doesn't say. Maybe I'll actually use the fire starter next time. Probably a better idea. The laser's not so good for destruction. I'm afraid. I'm afraid so. Alright. That will do it. All right. Well, there's some cool surprises in there. Yeah, I was not expecting us to have what two new quest lines pop up. So that gives, I mean, again, that's good value for the money to have some more surprising stuff for playable content. And neat to see that there was another map change as a result of the second one, the one that we started last week. And, yeah, we ran into another Hero Mech. Man, I cringe still thinking I spent $37 million on the Banshee. Not even close to a favorite mech. What else? So here's the intent. So we'll finish Stop the Launch. Then we'll go try the one for Word of Blake, the one that's nearby. And then if we get through those and start out to head toward Karita, that's fine. I figure we would head toward Karita if not for those interruptions. So again, maybe we'll still end at episode 50, depending on how much content we gotta get through next time. So also potential change of plan. I know, as of like last week, I was promising, not letting you know what was going on for the rotation change. So I think I mentioned Thursday. What's going to happen now instead of Dino Crisis? I think we're going to pick up Ground Zero. So we'll stick with the survival horror theme, but more of a retro, or a modern retro. So we'll do some of that on Thursday, and then also in between. So even if we do take a break here, I know, well, I guess the intent to keep it a Metal Monday may not hold thematically, because I think I'd like to go to XCOM 2 following, but I did a little more playing of Defender of the Crown over the weekend, put a couple hours into that, and experienced some frustration, but at least I tried out the other mode I hadn't touched yet. So I think maybe we'll do a short-term Medieval Monday once we take our pause on Season 2 here, because there's a significant amount of difference in between its classic mode and its what do they call it, Kingdom mode, I think, because it's got this little hybrid between dice and deck building. So on one hand, excuse me, I can't believe I'm yawning so much. It's kind of cool, but also frustrating with kind of feeling like at certain points you hit an impasse and got to start over. But it's not like the game itself, like a playthrough is long when you succeed. So yeah, so nothing else in between. Just keep your eyes peeled on all of our usual socials and stuff if like anything coming up. But I mean, again, not usually much happens in between the streaming times. So hit those follows and subscribes and likes and all the fun stuff if you haven't already. And in the meantime, have a fantastic week, and look forward to seeing you on Throwback Thursday. See you then. Oh, and before I forget, thank you for those who joined us. I know Chairman was on with us for a bit. I was trying my best to remember everybody. But in case I missed anybody, my apologies. But hope you all have a good one. See you soon.